Hi there, welcome to Smart Spark. Have you ever wondered how robots and computers learn? Well, it's kind of like how you learn new things. Today we're going to talk about 3 ways AI, or artificial intelligence, learns: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Don't worry, I'll keep it super simple and fun. Part 1. Supervised learning. First up is supervised learning. This is like when you have a teacher helping you. Imagine a teacher showing you pictures of cats and dogs. The teacher says, "This is a cat, and this is a dog." Then they give you a new picture and ask, "Is this a cat or a dog?" The robot looks at the examples it was taught and makes a guess. If it's right, hooray. If it's wrong, the teacher helps correct it. Over time, the robot gets really good at telling the difference between cats and dogs. That's supervised learning. When you watch a movie on Netflix, it learns what you like. If you watch lots of cartoons, it recommends more cartoons. That's supervised learning. It's taught by your choices. Or, think about a kid learning shapes. The teacher says, "This is a circle, and this is a square." After practice, the kid can sort the shapes perfectly. AI does the same thing with supervised learning. Part 2. Unsupervised learning. Next is unsupervised learning. This is like exploring and figuring things out on your own. Imagine you have a big box of marbles, but no one tells you what to do with them. You decide to group them by color. Reds here, blues there, and greens in another pile. You figured it out yourself without anyone telling you. Here's an example. Have you ever shopped online and seen people who bought this also bought that? The AI didn't know why. They just noticed that lots of people who buy soccer shoes also buy water bottles. That's unsupervised learning. Another example is finding groups of similar pictures, like a robot looking at photos and saying, "Hey, all these photos have trees in them." The robot discovered the pattern by itself. Part 3. Reinforcement learning. Finally, let's talk about reinforcement learning. This is like learning by trying, making mistakes, and getting rewards. Imagine a robot is learning to play a video game. At first it presses random buttons and loses the game. But then it figures out that if it jumps over a hole, it earns points. So, it keeps jumping over holes to get more points. Reinforcement learning is all about trial and error. The robot tries something, gets a reward if it's right, and learns to do it better next time. Think about self-driving cars. They use reinforcement learning to figure out how to drive safely. If the car stays in its lane, it gets a good job. Reward. If it swerves or stops too late, it learns to fix that mistake. Or how about training a pet dog? When the dog sits on command, you give it a treat. Over time, the dog learns, "If I sit, I get a treat." That's reinforcement learning, just like how AI learns. So let's recap. Supervised learning, like a teacher showing examples. Great for things like recognizing animals or predicting the weather. Unsupervised learning, like exploring and finding patterns, used for grouping data like customer preferences. Reinforcement learning, like learning by trying and getting rewards, perfect for tasks like playing games or driving cars. AI uses these learning methods to get smarter every day. Pretty cool, right? AI learns in ways that aren't so different from how we learn. Want to see more fun and simple AI explanations? Hit subscribe, like this video, and join us here at Smart Spark for more amazing AI adventures. See you next time.